bugs away. New Ortho Home Defense Max. Bugs gone, stress gone.
Eyes closed, Daddy.
Yes, dear.
When life gives you more together time, DQ gives you your favorite treats. Like
Welcome back to the channel.
Sundays and more. Thank you for making
How you folks doing?
together. Look for and takeout options at your DQ.
Taking a little time off. Back to work. Thank God, off of furlough. So, everything is slowly getting back to normal around here. Still doing the whole masks, gloves, social distancing. Well, you guys already know this, but I work at a car dealership. So, working there, we're getting into strangers' cars all the time. So, we have to be extra careful. Because a lot of these cars, especially where I'm in the used car department, so we get cars delivered into the dealership from all over the country. So we can get 10 cars from down south, we can get 5 cars from New York City, 2 cars from Chicago, a couple cars from Kentucky. It doesn't matter. We have buyers all over the United States. And those buyers buy cars and then they ship them to where I work. So, you don't know who was in that car, what was in that car, how their state of health was in that car. You don't know. So, I have to be extra careful. So, I have developed a protocol for being healthy before I deal with any of that, which is gloves, mask. Before I even get into that vehicle, I go out there and I denature alcohol, everything. Door handles, steering wheels, seats, anything my hand's gonna touch, it's getting denatured alcohol.
Any idea how much it will cost?
And that's just the way it's gotta be. It's the way it's gotta be. It's the way I've been dealing with this for the past month now. Or 6 weeks, actually. Any piece of mail, packages, anything that comes into my household, it gets cleaned before it enters his house.
We have to talk about our future plans.
Any groceries that I go out and buy, they make it to my porch area, and then gloves, disinfectant, and I clean everything. Package, food packaging and all that stuff. It all gets cleaned and then gets brought in. I have to be super duper extra careful because I caretake for my mother. This is my house, but I brought my mother. Well, my mother lives here. She's 87 years old. So for her to be healthy and stay healthy is my main objective. Because you only have one mother, so you better make sure you do what you have to do to make sure that she's going to stay healthy. So that's what I do. Anyway, I've ordered tons of parts. And I've ordered stuff on Amazon, I've ordered stuff from websites, I've ordered stuff because we have to get this ball rolling because Drag Week hasn't gotten canceled yet. So, as it stands right now, Drag Week is still on, same schedule, same everything, so I have to base my timeline on that because really, in all reality right now, everything for this year, I'm focusing on Drag Week because I don't know when drag strips are going to open, when dragways are going to open around here, like Epping or Lebanon Valley or Englishtown. Even down in Pennsylvania, I don't know what's going to open because everything is so out of the loop right now and so shut down. So I have to just not worry about the racing season right now and just worried about drag week.
So we had a costly mistake tonight. Then we
So,
turned around, they have a mistake. What happened?
that being said, I have to focus
Doesn't look like his car's broke,
my
so we're
intentions
gonna
for
try to
that.
get one more shot and get a good race out of this.
Everything that's going on here right now, not so much in the engine bay, but the rest of the truck, I have to get it ready. I have to get it ready. So next weekend, I'm planning on pulling the complete interior out of the vehicle. So dash, floor mat, headliner, everything in the it's basically not going to run. It's going to be non-runnable because I have to take everything, all the ECU and electronics that are in the cab. It's got to be taken out. It's got to be an empty, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 empty walls in there. I have to take the windshield out and I have to take the rear window out because we're having the roll cage put in it. So I don't know if I'm getting dark on you guys now. So come on, maybe come down here. I'll hit the lights. Hold on. Okay. So needless to say, back here, the rear window's got to come out because we're going for an 850 cert cage. So it's got to be 10 point. So the bar's got to come out down to the frame rail. Bar's got to come out and then down to the frame rail. And then they have to X. They have to X in here to make 10 points. So you got 2, 4, and then inside the truck, they go down and down and then down and then down. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. And then up here is going to be 10. And over there is going to be 12. I'm sorry. That's going to be 9 and 10. Sorry about that. Yeah. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it'll be a 10-point roll cage going through the floor to outriggers that come off the frame or directly to the frame. We're going to do a Lexan back window. Windshield will go back in. Normal windshield will go back in. Maybe. Or maybe I might do a Lexan. I'd like to do a regular windshield in the front. All the interior's got to be taken out of it besides the door panels because the door bars, he wants to know where he has to lay the door bars so the doors will shut and I can have regular door panels in it. Because I want it to look like a street car. All the heater box and all the crap that's underneath that dashboard is coming out. All the electronics that deal with all that has got to come out. Under the hood area, I'm gonna rewire the whole car. So all this wiring you see here and hoses and more wiring that comes over here, this is all gone. It's all gonna be gone. And I'm just going to rewire it. It's going to be a quarter of the wiring and 10 times cleaner. ABS coming out. I am still going to stay with power brakes. I don't know if I'll go with vacuum, like that, the big vacuum booster, or I can go with a hydrostatic unit, what I have here. Hydrostatic unit runs off the power steering. I want the car to have power steering. A lot of guys say, oh, that's robbing power. I'm really not worried about a little bit of power loss from having power steering.
tires ready?
the vacuum brakes suck because of the size of the cam in it. It only has 10 inches of vacuum
I wouldn't do my front because I don't want to bump down
on idle. And when you're like driving and you let off the throttle, it goes to like 14 to 16 inches of vacuum. And then you have decent brakes, but as soon as you come to a stop, that 14 inches goes to 10. The brake pedal goes hard. So my other option is to go electric on power brakes and electric on power steering. But if you go that way, you're adding a little bit of weight. So, not sure. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But that's the plan. So a lot of stuff has to come apart. And I'm gonna try and start that this weekend because it's New England. Like I said, I live in New England. I'm in Connecticut. So the weather here, it's gray skies out there, you see? And we're in the end of April right now. It was 30 degrees this morning when I went to work. 30 to 32 degrees. It was ridiculous. So it'll start warming up within the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping that it'll warm up for this weekend. If it warms up to at least 50 or 60 degrees, then I could start pulling everything apart on the interior and getting that ready. I'm going to try and get a glass company here to take the windshield out and take the rear window out. The windshield's junk. It's got a bunch of chips in it. It's got to get replaced. I already decided that. The rear window, we have to go Lexan. So I don't care if they break that or not. But I'd rather have somebody professional take it out. And, because any fucking jackass can go smash and break the window. Then I have to clean up glass everywhere. I'd rather have somebody professional come in here, take the rear window out. If it breaks and cracks, it breaks and cracks. Oh well. But it's a laminate glass. It's not gonna shatter. So, that's where we're at. This is like an update video. Now, that being said, after the truck is gone, down to my buddy Jason Lambert from JL Performance. He's out of New Britain, Connecticut. He's gonna be my guy. One of my buddies. He's gonna do the roll cage in it. 850 cert, chrome ollie, TIG welded cage. I'm actually going to talk to him about having a funny car hoop put in it because I would feel a little bit safer with that in there. I know it won't raise the cert level.
We can help save the restaurants we love.
It won't raise the cert level. It's a 10-point cage is, I do believe, is 850 cert if it's done properly. 10 point. Having a funny car hoop put in is not going to raise the certification for time. It's just peace of mind. I'd rather have that. So, I have to order Kirky seat, window net, and some other stuff. Some other small stuff, safety stuff that he's going to need to, so he can have the measurements to weld all that stuff in.
But you're resilient. And I see how no mess
What else? What else is going on? Transmission.
Because the deeper you dig,
the tranny here, it's built
here.
Well, it's got a shop.
With over 100 years of professional
Fender cover on it,
experience,
but tranny's I rebuilt the tranny. It's all
so
ready to go again.
Bona makes cleaning effortless. And when it's Bona,
I put another
spill is
phone call in the CK Performance because the deal with the whole tranny is that it was the tranny I had rebuilt. I'm a GM certified technician. I've got all my training on how to rebuild a 4L80E transmission, a 6L80E transmission, a 4L60, turbo 350, turbo 400, 700R4, 200R4. I have all my training for all these transmissions that I've built hundreds of them. So I built this 4L80E and I installed the trans brake system into it from CK Performance. Now, what happened was, why this tranny is out of the truck, what happened is that when you would engage the trans brake, it used to hold for whatever time you wanted. And then after about a month and a half, no, it was longer than that. It was like 3 months. Just out of the blue, if I hit the trans brake, it would hold to like 2,600 and then it would release and it would take off on its own. So the trans brake wasn't holding. It went from 2,600 to 2,400 to 2,200 to whatever. It just fell all completely off where it wouldn't hold at all. And then on top of that, if you were, because when you have a trans brake installed, you shift your transmission into reverse, push the button, and that's when you engage reverse and you can back the car up. I'd put in reverse, hit the button, and it would work for about 5 seconds, and then it would lose it. You would have nothing. You would have no reverse. So I ripped this tranny apart. I ripped this tranny apart 5 times. I've checked every single clutch seal, lip seal, piston. I air checked it. I've done everything, and it's all perfect. It's perfect. So then I'm like, okay, well, it must be, a band or something. So I put a brand new band in it, which I haven't tested yet. So I put a brand new band in it. And the only thing I haven't done now is take apart the CK Performance valve body, because when you buy their trans brake setup, you get a valve body. It has a trans brake solenoid in it and all that stuff. So I haven't taken that apart yet. So I'm going to do that in the next couple of days, just to inspect that, make sure no valves are sticking or anything is in there, or maybe the trans brake solenoid has failed. It actuates. I've electronically tested that, but who knows? Maybe the valving in it is bad or something's bad in that area. I'm going to test all that and within the next couple of days. And I'm probably just going to call them tomorrow or the next day and have them send me, because there's an updated trans brake solenoid for this system. I just might have them send me the updated trans brake solenoid, because I think I got the older version. If not, I'll have them send me whatever replacement I need for this. So that's where we're at. Next couple of weeks are going to be big, and we got some money coming in. I've had sponsors drop out, but then I've had other sponsors that want to get on the bandwagon. So we got some money coming in that's going to help. And that's about it. And then there's a couple sponsors that I'm going to put on the truck just because, just me talking to them and helping me out, they deserve it. So their sponsorships are going to go on the truck for this year, because they answered me a couple of questions and answered a couple of my questions and helped me out. Sorry. Little added extra information.
And if you ever need a replacement, turn to the experts at Stafford. We'll help you save our new high-efficiency Carrier air conditioning system.
This summer, we got a lot of stuff that's going on, obviously, with this whole COVID-19 stuff.
Huge cash
And a lot of places are closed.
7-year warranty. And the area's
I'm going to try and do
inventory.
a couple of trips
Stop in and see us at Orchard Hill Farm Equipment.
across country
Massachusetts.
for like a week and then come back, and then down south for a week and then come back. We'll probably do down south first. And I've been DMing with Brittany from Guardians of the Glades, the TV show. And I think it would be pretty fun to go down to maybe Bradenton down in Miami. I'll do a truck rental. I'll see if I can get a truck rental down there. And or maybe even a Saturday or Sunday event if they open the track. And I'll have her come down and have her make a few passes in the car. I think that would be wicked fun, you know, to, you know, show her the ropes and what she's got to do in the car in the pits.
You ate the spider?
And then we'll get her up on the burnout box, have her do a burnout, and then send her down the track and make a fast pass. You know, that could be pretty fun. And I also talked with Jewel from, you know, Who Will Save Your Soul, Jewel. And we'll see if maybe she wants to take a pass in the car. That's going to be a little bit of a... I'm going to have to go pretty far. So I don't know if she's going to be in California or if she's going to be in Alaska. Alaska's going to be... I don't know what they have for dragways up there in Alaska, to tell you the truth. But, or maybe she can come down and meet us down in Washington State or something. Maybe. I don't know, but we'll keep you up to date on all that. But it's pretty cool, man. This is a exciting time. We're in a sheltered time right now, but I feel that America is going to come out of this. We're going to get out of this.
We're proud to support our partners in the community.
Because Americans, we always do. We prevail. You know what I mean? We always excel at everything. We have brilliant scientists and brilliant minds and brilliant people and brilliant citizens. So we're only going to come out on top on this, I'm telling you. So we'll see how everything turns out. It's going to be difficult this year because, like I said, because this COVID-19 thing isn't just going to go away in 3 weeks or a month or 5 months or 6 months. It's going to be around for a while. So if anybody that doesn't believe that, you're crazy. It's going to be around for a couple of years. N1H1 swine flu is still in this country. Influenza's been around for 20 years. So we can only hope and pray that there's some brilliant minds out there that can come up with a vaccine for it and just get us protected from it. Well, anyway, so that's another little added thing on. And now I'm going to roll the end of the clip. I just want to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a good night, folks.